This is an introduction. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had a brilliant idea that I was going to start a vlog, maybe create a YouTube account about myself, because I am full of myself. And, you know, the best ideas come at 3 o'clock in the morning when you can't sleep. And if you don't do it now, you will forget it by the morning anyway. So, this is the introduction to my video series that will be coming. My name is Charlotte, and here's where we start. We're just gonna have like a brief little look-see in my office that gives you kind of an idea of who I am, besides messy, but very messy. But that's what we're gonna start with, because I don't feel like showing my face yet, because I like surprises and jump scares. So we'll get there. I'm whispering because, again, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I don't want to wake up my husband or my dog, which is the bigger problem. It's a lot to take in here. So we'll kind of go through this slowly. We're not going to do a tour, so to speak. You can just pick out fun things on your own. But maybe sometime we'll do a tour. We'll see where this thing goes. I want to do the tour so bad. I want to explain things, but no, that's coming. That's coming. So, where was this going? Oh, I'm not very good at this. This is clearly a first time video, and yeah, what started it was, I think I was doing like a Snapchat video vlog type thing, but nobody was watching because I also only sent it to my friends because, you know, strangers are weird. But here we are. And from what you can see on the prior videos on this channel, I guess you'd call it, you might know a little bit about me, but it's been a long time since I've uploaded anything, and certainly anything of substance. I mean, there was a lot of substance in the video about manta rays, but it was about manta rays and not about me. So, anyway, what I thought I would actually do as an introduction would be to go... I am a member of Toastmasters, and my very first speech that I gave in the club that I am in kind of was a great introduction to what I'm doing here. So I'm going to read that, and you're probably going to just stare at nothing while I do that. Oh, fun, Toastmasters, look. We made toast ornaments for Christmas one year. That one is me as Lucille Ball, and I called it ham on toast. I mean, it's a grilled cheese, but you could call it a toasted cheese, and that's why my friend Deb is also there, because she's very cheesy. So hers is a toasted cheese, but mine's ham on toast. Anyway, so I'm gonna read the majority of that speech, and then we'll have the jump scare, here's my face, afterwards. So, here we go. Let me see where I can put you. This is also my work desk when I work from home, so you might not see a whole lot of good stuff. Here's the stamps that I'm not allowed to use, that I want to use on things. But anyway, I digress. You're gonna sit there and look at, you know, that mess while I read this. Speech is entitled, Shocking Charlotte. The first part doesn't make much sense, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Thank you for that lovely introduction. I've had several members express their excitement in my development here based on my involvement so far, not limited to the wearing of tinfoil hats. I hope I live up to their expectations. As this is my first speech for the club, I thought there are some things you should know about me. They may shock you. First and foremost, I'm a character. Okay, so that one might not shock you, but I truly do embody it, in much the way Jim Carrey does. I have always wanted to stand out and be entertaining. Oh, you can't, this doesn't work yet because I haven't shown my screen, but oh well. You may not be able to tell via these video screens with my tiny 1 by 1 inch face, but I am very small in stature. To balance this out and stand out, my hair is red. The shocking part here is that the red is out of choice. Most people that have met me are surprised to find that it's not natural. With my light skin, tendency to burn, yearly freckles, and moreover meeting the stereotype of the quintessential ginger, they are completely taken aback by the news that it comes from a box. My hair is naturally a dull, ashy blonde. Had to go. When I was 10, my idol became my aspiration. Ginger Spice. I have been dyeing my hair some shade of crimson since I was 16 and don't plan to stop. I'm not battling grays, I'm just refreshing my natural essence. My charismatic need to be a ringmaster is likely why I've had minor delusions of grandeur that have actually come to fruition in the most minimal sense. At some point in my youth, I decided I would be a pop singing superstar, likely again due to the influence of Ginger Spice, and it was the only way for me to meet and therefore marry my teen crush. Alas, I found I have epic stage fright when it comes to singing, and Lance Bass is gay. However, in high school, I took part in a play. While singing a solo left me shaking and near tears, acting was a breeze. Why? Because I was a character. It wasn't me, it was the part I was playing. Now, to be a famous actor evidently takes real devotion and commitment to drop everything and head to the big city. There are the occasional stories of talent scouts discovering a star when they're out picking up coffee. That was my plan, as I had no intention of running away to Hollywood on a dime and a dream. Of course, it would help if I drank coffee. As Albany, New York, spoiler, you know where I'm from, is the capital of New York, while not the movie mecca you'd hope for, the lower prices and aesthetic did attract a few filmmakers. This mane of red hair was once long and flowing all the way down to my tush. I cut it off every few years and donated to sick kids. But I digress. The long mane landed me my first film this is different now, 14, 17 years ago? Yes. Yes. The movie was called Taking Woodstock. It was directed by Ang Lee, famous for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Brokeback Mountain. I was cast as teen hippie runaway number 4 at the age of 21. I can be spotted in the background of several scenes of the film. They gave me a wardrobe, vintage thrift shop bell-bottoms and a flannel shirt, and makeup, dirt, and a paycheck. From there, I shot to superstardom. For my next hit, I was driver in Traffic Jam in the film Salt, as Angelina Jolie bobbed and weaved in and out on a motorcycle. I have paused and slow-moed that scene thousands of times, and I can't find me or my car. But they gave me a paycheck on that one too. Other acting work includes wandering around a Dick's Sporting Goods in a winter ad and picking out a library book in a small indie film called A Bread Factory. While that one wasn't paid, my name does appear in the credits. Film opportunities are still few and far between without chasing them. In the meantime, I thought it'd be a good idea to build up my skills for my acting resume. I always thought it'd be cool to have one of those pop-up video trivias that tell you the celebrity is fluent in 9 languages like Tom Hiddleston, or has a bachelor's degree in psychology from Harvard like Natalie Portman, who, by the way, was discovered when she was 9 and eating pizza. When I saw an adult education course at a local school that was sure to teach me an interesting physical talent, I jumped at it. Hula hoop fitness was my starting point. After slowly learning the basics, I became rather adept at the skill. Also got to know my teacher and we became friends. She clearly saw the sparkle of a superstar in the making, and after some convincing, swayed me to join her hula hoop dance troupe in local performances. Yes, you heard that right. I perform hula hoop dance routines in public. To be honest, I and we aren't really that good. There is always a hoop dropped. Always. But we entertain, and that's the key. With my winning charisma, I'm more often than not wound up being the promoter, announcer, and ringmaster of our shows. Sometimes these involved elaborate costumes with day-glow face paint, climbing atop human pyramids of hoopers, or dazzling at the Capitol tree lighting in the cold with LED light-up hoops. Any way we could, we would make someone smile. And I was there. That was until I had to take a step back. Some of the moves made me feel ill. I couldn't remember the steps. I became overly fatigued and didn't know why. Just when I had found my place to shine. In May 2018, at 30 years old, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease in which the immune cells mistakenly attack the nervous system, causing lesions, which can lead to any number of issues from cognitive difficulty to inability to move muscles. It is a degenerative disease that currently has no cure. This, my friends, is the most shocking information I have for you. It is part of the reason I joined Toastmaster. My God, here's another reason. I have noticed issues with finding the right words or saying the right things. Sometimes I'll say penguin when I mean flamingo. Sometimes there is a significant gap in the flow of information I try to convey. It is common with disease and likely to get worse. But I am not letting those lesions win. I am challenging myself by being involved in Toastmasters. I still hula hoop and perform. No, I don't, not really anymore. But usually more as the host than the dancer. And I was recently an extra in a music video for a semi-obscure band, Charming Disaster. That's what manta rays are from. I know this was a lot to learn and process, but this part doesn't matter. Newest member, some of it may have shocked you. The one thing that should come as no surprise, I am all the character you assumed me to be. Thank you. That was my speech like 3 years ago, and they still have not cured MS. How do I turn this camera around? It's a great question. Did that do it? That didn't. Maybe I have to turn the whole camera around. Well, that's what we're gonna do then. I probably should have had this way too. Oh, bother. So the reason you might have thought I sounded funny is because I am currently experiencing an MS flare-up. It's been more than 20 days now that I have had this going on. It started July 20th. Today is now August 13th. It's muscle spasticity and a hemifacial spasm. The muscles are pulling this way, obviously, and they are tight and taut, and don't know how this will translate into this, but maybe it's not as bad right now, but they are twitching. This eye has a constant twitch, does not stop, even when I'm sleeping, when I'm trying to sleep, which clearly isn't happening. It's going. So, and it's been bad this last 24 days. 24 days. This is also what led to my diagnosis 8 years ago. I had the same kind of thing, but because we didn't know what it was or why it was doing this, there was more of a push to get some sort of resolution or answers. So, now we know what it is and we know why it's doing it. We just need to stop it. And that's probably why I'm awake at 3:16 in the morning, because they have me on a massive dosage of steroids to try to stop the inflammation, reduce this back down to nothing. So that's the introduction I have for you. Stay tuned. I think I'm going to do more with this. I like having this as an outlet to talk. I wish maybe I'll get better at editing, at maybe doing videos with a voiceover, but I feel like this is more of a talking to you thing. So live actually makes a lot of sense, but also at the same time doesn't, because I don't have anyone to be live with. I'll be live, but here we are. So I'm always open to questions. If you have any, by all means, ask away. I will read the comments, as dangerous as that can be, because I know right now I don't look pretty. Focus on my, like, my, see, there's where I can't think of the word. The little image of me. Oh, I just had it. Let it go. The little image of me, because that's what I should look like. That was not AI, that was a real photo of me, probably a little bit photoshopped because I tend to have some reddish skin, because very gingery, and also I'm pretty sure that shirt was see-through, so my friend that was a photographer probably had to blur out the nipples that were most likely visible. Sorry. So I think that's where I'm going to end this video for now, and we will move on to another one, and we'll see where this goes. And if you watch this, you know, I appreciate you, and I hope you come back, because I've got lots to say, and I am totally full of myself, and I will not shut up. Pretty sure my ex-boyfriend would agree with that. We won't talk about him on this. Anyway, thank you. Now I gotta turn it around again. You're gonna see nothing while I do that. Sorry.